It's pretty artistic.
It's really emotional too in Kingdom Hearts.
Oh,
this
here we
is
go.
so great. Look at my hair, it's perfect.
We're laughing at our own jokes now. But
Oh man. Now I have to give Daniel mad props because as talented as I am here, Daniel's subtitles
that
totally
was
make
Paul's
this.
idea, actually.
Well then, Paul, it's brilliant.
Yeah, I executed it though.
Yeah.
Teamwork.
Yeah.
The triumvirate of brilliancy really comes together to make this scene
It's all about
amazing.
the weird German vowels, like
Yeah.
Oh my
the O with
god.
the umlaut.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh, yeah, Paul hasn't seen
my
this yet,
God.
so Paul's allowed to laugh at it, I guess.
It's funny too. I should point out that we actually tried to do a second. I mean, this art segment, even though the character is essentially the same. I mean, it's his brother or something like that. But
You got the
I
same
mean,
last name.
this was shot. I don't know, 2 years after the first one or something like that.
Yeah.
And
We
we
tried
tried
to redo it.
several times to get this second art segment, and I just couldn't find the character.
Yeah,
And so-
originally my camera was dying right about when we did this, and the tape was so messed up. You can see some of that later, and I wanted to redo it, and there's some failure outtakes we have later.
Right. But finally, one day, for some reason, I was just able to do it because this is something we tried to do for a long time, and I
Yeah,
just
and then
couldn't do
afterwards,
it, and it worked out.
Oh, so this is the one I wasn't there for then?
Yeah.
So I don't
didn't
think
want
I've
this
ever
to be
seen
included
any
in
of
the
this.
movie.
Golden
I didn't-
phallus. That's pretty ridiculous.
It falls apart right there. Ben says a lot of really crazy things here.
Yeah.
Fallacies. Do you know what that piece is, by the way, Paul? Did you make that?
I made that. That is my work right there.
Alright, well, what was it?
It's probably
was-
not the golden phallus.
Exactly. Well, what was it then?
It was some clay thing I made when I was younger.
Yeah, okay, what about
This
that
is all
one?
from about the same time. Like when
Yeah,
I was
that's why
when
that
I was
one's
still
made with the
learning
same glaze.
how to not spell
Golden
things.
Rock Part 2. That's so great.
Little trial light just fell in the sink.
I mean, what makes it so funny too is, I mean, a lot of these titles and stuff, I mean, I say a lot of stuff that's so random and not even really coherent,
Yeah.
but Daniel
You put it
manages
up.
to make it coherent with the subtitles, so it's like
Yeah.
I
actually
had
something
no
concrete.
idea how to spell Eldora. I don't even know where to start, so I completely made up some crap with a bunch of weird accents.
It's really funny though.
Like it has a crossed out O that doesn't really exist in the English language.
Empty
Eldora.
set.
That's so funny.
What was that thing? That little castle thing, where'd that come from? That same deal?
The castle. That's all my
Second
clay
shot right there,
stuff
that's
from
my
about.
brilliant transition.
Yeah, that's
like,
great.
There's two
That's
shots
great.
right there.
Alias Archibald.
Yeah, it's an allusion to the Paul the Polymorph video where he had Archibald in his tie. Even though his last name was McEwen, not Buckles.
One of my favorite lines in the whole movie. When men were men and women were housewives.
I like the inverse relationship between hair and skin color.
Yeah.
So, Paul, you did this one more recently than the rest, right?
That's like the only.
I mean,
modern,
there is that one random black guy.
Or
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just like that
Worth
one's
noting.
skin's black, and then the other guy's like their hands are black or their little ears.
it's just
are
one
black.
area. I mean, it's a
Oh,
really
yeah.
simple
yeah, it's
concept.
like just the abstract concept there.
It gets pretty crazy over there in the corner though with the chair legs.
The chair legs. I didn't even notice the chair legs.
There are like 30 of them together.
So, Paul, you've never seen this?
No, I've never seen this tape.
I was bored one day in like 5th grade English, and I drew that.
The
That's
Dragon
what
of the
I
Red
did.
Tie.
Right.
Dragon of the Red Tie. I can't hear what he's saying, so
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
you'll just have
we'll
to
hear
watch
it.
that.
I'll see it tonight.
That's pretty unfortunate, I guess. Yeah, you see the stuff on the side there is what was wrong with it, and I wanted to do a new one to avoid that, but it wasn't so bad with this take. Like, earlier it was ridiculous.
AKA Boy Red Tie.
Yeah, I guess Ben really like put a different title in the second time. I think he caught himself because he laughed a little bit right there. But this was something that we made at church one time because we used to play this crazy Calvin and Hobbes game.
That was
And-
you and some Misha, maybe.
It was me and Holder drew most of it. Like,
in like a freaking ages.
Holder drew that castle and he drew that purple airplane thing. And like the Calvin on the bottom is supposed to be invisible or whatever. That's why he's not really completely drawn. So yeah, Ben just completely took it in a completely different direction. It was awesome. Stealth
Is
bomb.
this all improv again, or did you run?
Yeah, this is the first take on this one.
Oh,
It was
that's
great.
amazing. That's how it's gotta be, though. It really helps.
Here
it
goes
out.
Ben leaving again. Do you know where the butterfly came from? It's not mine.
Oh, that's the butterfly effect, I think.
The butterfly effect?
Yeah.
Really?
They do that because of that movie. Yeah.
Really?
No,
No?
because that movie came out like last
Yeah,
year.
that's what I was thinking. But do you know where that came from then?
Um,
You used to do butterfly
the
one
movie didn't
time?
really have any butterflies in it either. But yeah, that's just another. I mean, all of this is from I think 5th grade is about
Yeah.
the latest anything.
What
is.
are those little trees in the background there? I mean, Ben calls them cities, but I thought they were like bushes or something.
I think that's the rest of the forest.
Okay, that's awesome.
I'm trying to use perspective.
Oh yeah, that's
The
cool.
Renaissance.
This is everyone's absolute favorite moment in the movie, apparently. They're laughing so hard they couldn't even hear what he was saying. One thing I'll point out is, like, I put an backwards accent mark on the E there instead of an apostrophe because that's kind of what it looks like on where it's written. And this is one of Roxanne's secret pals made this for her, and he was really young and cute, and so it's very recent. It's not like we actually drew this since Pokemon came out, so don't blame us. It was a little kid, and she put it up in the room there. The same thing with the one next to it with the Harry Potter.
Oh, Harry Potter.
This was the one piece that I absolutely, like, we had to do another art show because this thing went up there and all the wands looks just like syringes. And I was like, oh my god, we have to do this. And I'm so glad we actually did get to. It validates my existence.
You've lived a sad, sorry life.
So have you.
Well, it's probably worse, but just saying.
Yeah.
No, man, those do look exactly like syringes.
They do.
Man,
I don't know what dimple rat. Is that something someone would know if they'd actually read Harry Potter?
a dimple rat?
Yeah.
I think you just made it up right there,
Yeah,
actually.
probably. So, oh, here we do the orange thing. I think the orange wasn't me. It wasn't you either, right?
The orange? No, that's me.
That's
That's
you?
me. Those are all me. That's 4th grade. That's
That was
all 4th grade.
Yeah, they were.
Except
are they
for
actually
that-
related? The way Ben is talking about them?
They were. I think they were probably for the same unit. Yeah, that was a painting I did. It was all
Yeah.
about the geometric, that one
Gotcha.
art
Yeah.
period. So it was the same art class, Miss Doozle.
Some kind of crazy
she had,
tessellation thing
I
on
think
that
she
one.
had no hair. Some. Yeah, I don't remember what that's called, but in some art principle, I should know
Yeah.
if I cared at all.
It was a mosaic
Yeah.
or a collage or something.
So I think it's mosaic, maybe.
Right.
And that's yours over there.
That? No,
Is
it's
it?
not.
I promise it's mine.
It's-
No, it's from the same unit too. I think this is also that 4th grade art class.
It's not mine. I don't know what it is. Well, here comes the part where Ben cussed again, and you can watch him like give me a little glance, and like, yeah, he just glanced at me right there. He's like, I cussed.
sorry.
Yeah.
the art segment.
Yeah.
Still going?
Ben's over there. Yeah, it's a long segment.
Yeah, I guess it is.
What's this one? It's your best rendition of Benjamin Franklin that's ever do, is what I've heard, right?
That is the best rendition of Benjamin Franklin I've ever drawn.
So you were trying to imitate some actual art piece?
That was an art piece, and it was not. It was a lady.
Yeah.
In a purple dress. Maybe it
Oh,
was
yeah. That's what it said, Lady in Purple. Ben, you got that at least.
Lady in Purple. It was actually the original art piece I was copying
Uh-huh.
because you often copy masterworks when you're
Well,
trying-
yeah.
when you're apprenticed to be a painter.
Right,
Like I
of
was in the 4th grade.
Right.
It was just some Miss Doozle said, "Hey, draw this painting." So I did my
Is it
best.
some
and
painting that I should recognize?
It's one of those paintings that nobody cares about, but it's still like remarkably photographically good and stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe if you were an art major or something, you'd know it.
Alright,
And you'd
Ben's
be
back
like,
just for the end of his segment. You have anything else to say?
The bunny juice.
Oh, he's
is
drinking
gone.
his juice, yeah. Oh,
Look at
techno
Save.
music saved this scene. It was such a horrible idea. You should have stopped me.
what?
Little slow motion techno stuff going on
No,
here.
that
BT is my hero.
Xavier's haircut is
Yeah,
amazing
that
here.
braid
Look
right
at his-
there.
The little ponytail just
That
shows
saved
what
this
a badass
scene.
Xavier is.
he looks like the camera operator right
He's
there.
just
It's-
a man.
man.
Like this right here, this whole thing with the music, the beat
Oh, that
landing
little
on this
hip
sword
sway
thing.
right there is
I
pretty
did
cool.
not plan that. That is a miracle right there, where it just like hits the
That's
the
great.
music on the. Oh my god, I don't even know how that happened, but
We've
it's
got
awesome.
several things like that.
Yeah,
I mean, it's funny because like throughout
That's
the movie,
sped up.
you go from realizing
that slowed down.
I mean,
Don't tell
you
them the
kind of
tricks of
think
the
that
trade,
Xavier
guys.
is this kind of little underling for Sponge, and throughout the movie, you slowly begin to realize what a badass he really is. Wow, look at that. That was awesome. I remember when we
Cardboard
choreographed that.
gloves, yeah. God, the first take was even better, but Dan knew I was having camera difficulties. Oh, Homestar, yeah, this is cool.
Only a miracle could save him now.
Yeah, that's the only part of the script I actually wrote right here. It's actually all real script. I think the dialogue's not quite accurate, but I tried.
Miracle
Yeah,
happens,
yeah.
Safari Bob is saved.
Yeah, that's like the
What
most.
does he
That
say?
is the
What's
last
the
shot
what?
we ever took. That was the "It's a Miracle" shot or sound clip from
It's a miracle.
Homestar Runner. I'm like.